This is the drive home with TT. You just saw the last one, video 1. This is video 2. Driving home from the den where we beat Preston 1-0. This is a player rating video, and I'll break down each individual performance. We started with Frank Fielding in goal, who looked assured before he got injured. You know, first 30 minutes, I think it was a solid performance. I don't think he's really had to make a save. I think he might have had to make one save. But there was a lot of balls into the box. He was put under a lot of pressure, and he dealt with it really well. He's passing out from the back, probably not his strongest, but then it might be a part. You know, I think he's injured himself in kicking the ball. It looked like a quad injury, but we'll have to see, and we might have to then now go into the to pick up another goalkeeper, maybe another loan, because now we've only got Bartosz and obviously Ryan Sanford. The thing I would say is that Sanford looked really good in shot stopping from at the start of the game, so that was quite promising. But I don't think he's probably quite ready to break into the first team just yet. So we're going to need to bring another goalkeeper in. But I thought Frank Fielding done really well. So Frank Fielding, I'll give a 7. And then Bartosz Miliakowski came in, played the second 60 minutes. Second 60 minutes, not that it's 2 in a game, but he played 60 minutes. Done what he needed to do, to be honest. He claimed a couple of crosses, he punched a couple of crosses, looked quite assured. He's not had to make a save. Which, considering the amount of possession that Preston had, is something quite fortunate that well, I suppose it goes on to the defence, but yeah, I think he done enough. The ref tried to speed him up in terms of him wasting time, but he was doing no more than their goalkeeper was doing in the first half. But obviously, it makes a difference if you're Millwall, you can get sped up. So Bartosz, I'll also give a 7. No reason not to. We move on to right back, Marlin Romeo. Now, Marlin made one mistake in the game that I can remember, where his back's to goal, he's facing the touchline, and all he should do is really just pass it out and get back in. And he doesn't. He lets the player get in behind him. But once the player got beyond him, you know, Murray Wallace has done really well to stop him, because the player's running through on goal. Murray Wallace comes around to cover, which all good defenders should do. And Marlon Romeo's got back in there. His pace has got him out of trouble, and he's got rid of the ball. I thought he had, to be honest, I thought he had a really good game. You know, again, put under a lot of pressure down his wing, but done what he needed to do. So Marlon Romeo, I'll give you a 7. We'll move on to Alex Pearson, Jake Cooper, and obviously both of them mopped up so well today. I felt that Alex was a little bit unsteady in the first half. I felt like he grew into the game. I felt as a captain, he led well. We spoke to the referee well, even though it didn't make any difference because the ref had a nightmare. But I was really impressed with how solid that they were, how determined that they were, and they broke up a lot of the play. They were physical. They were strong. You know, Preston have got some excellent attacking players in Shawnee Maguire and Barkhazen, and obviously I really rate Pearson, but they couldn't do enough today to get in behind Pearson and Cooper. Both of them really dangerous from attacking corners. From our point of view, I'll give them both an 8, and I have no doubt that that's the right decision. We had Murray Wallace starting at left back. Now, I've commented on his pace, and his pace is there for all to see in terms of the lack of pace that he does have. But he was absolutely amazing today. Really strong, really powerful. He did show a bit of a turn of pace, to be fair. No one got in behind him, and like I said, Preston were playing that channel ball time and time again. And they were quality balls, don't get me wrong. You know, one touch and then he's at, and the attacking player, whether it be Potts or one of the other boys, was in at Murray Wallace. But he dealt with it so well. Like the amount of times that he's not just won the ball, but he's come away with the ball as well, and the difference that makes. So you're not just clearing it, bringing pressure back on. You've taken control of the ball, and he's done that so well. So Murray Wallace, no doubt about it. Like I said earlier in the previous video, he's a 9. We move further forwards. Our right midfield today was Mr. Jade Wallace, and again, the energy, the effort, even the skill. A couple of things didn't work for him in the first half, where he tried to beat a player and he potentially could have laid off a pass, but you know, his energy, his desire, again, the desire from the players today was just absolutely superb. Takes his goal really, really well. Not easy, swiveled on it, left-footed, put it into the top right-hand corner. Well, not the top right-hand corner, but the keeper ends up putting it into the top right-hand corner. and it was a good performance from Jed. And so for Jed, I think I'm going to give him a 7, but very close to being an 8. We'll move on to left midfield today, and that was Connor Mahoney. It was a lively home league debut from Connor. Again, one thing I can remember that would have made it easier for us at the end is we've got a 3-on-1. He just needs to get the ball out, doesn't he? Hits that one defender. But otherwise, again, work rate today from the players. The work rate from Connor Mahoney was excellent. You could see he was out on his feet at the end, but he was trying his absolute nuts off to make a difference. And his skill for the goal, where he's done a step over, he likes to take players on. And no, I don't care what level of football you're at, defenders don't like it when players are running at them. If they've got the option of the pass, and it puts the defender under pressure because they're not sure whether he's going to lay it off or whether he's going to go around him. It's good to have options. You don't want to always try and beat the player, but you want to have options. And I think that Connor made the right decision so many times today, and it was a really promising debut, and it's looking good with Jed on one side. Skalak has been excellent in pre-season and didn't even get any pitch time, which he can feel a bit unfortunate about. But I'll give Connor Mahoney comfortably a 7 again, 7/8. In the middle of the park, we had Sean Williams and Ben Thompson. Sean Williams today was a lot better, a lot more sharper, a lot more. It's like he's waited for the league game to kind of switch on. He broke up the play many times. His passing was better. Only once or twice did he frivolously give the ball away. A much better performance from Sean Williams, and it's needed, because I was surprised that Leonard hadn't started, but Williams justified his position. He's done well for the manager, and quite rightly deserves a 7. Ben Thompson, another player that just excites. The movement for the goal, the shimmy, the winning the ball, the tackles. It's just it's becoming a Ben Thompson-esque type of game where you expect it a little bit now. We're getting a little bit greedy that it's just all over the park. Needs to be slightly more creative in that final third, and certainly have a few more shots. He had one that went well wide, but really an energetic performance from Ben, and something like, again, it's becoming. What do you think of Ben Thompson? Well, that's what Ben Thompson does. He just excellent, and I'll give Ben Thompson an 8. We'll move up front. Matt Smith today up front with Aidan O'Brien. I'll talk about Aidan first. Again, questions about Aidan, even questions coming from myself. Is he a striker? I tell you what, the work rate from Aidan today was second to none. He really put himself about. He didn't get too many chances, or didn't get any chances really in and around the box, and kind of sacrificed the striking aspects of the role to really make a difference. And there's, again, Bradshaw coming off the bench is pushing. You've got Budvarsson. But you can't argue with the fact that Aidan played today and it really made a difference. And I thought he was really up and at him. He really did put them under pressure and tried to get in behind them. And again, you can ask no more from that. So I'll give it a solid 7 from Aidan today. And then we'll move to Matt Smith, who, what a hard player to play against from them. He's been elbowed, absolutely crunch elbowed as well. And the ref didn't even give a booking. But to the player, but then obviously Matt Smith gets alleged to do an elbow and he picks up a booking, but he's just absolutely dominated those defenders and got himself in and around. He's such a handful, and I thought his play on the floor today actually was really good, and again he's an upgrade to Morrison as far as I'm concerned, and so well done, Neil Harris. I'll give Matt Smith a 7/8 actually. I thought he'd done really well today. Like I said, Leonard come off the bench, tidied up, done what he does very well. Broke up a lot of the play when he needed to. Obviously coming off for Aidan O'Brien. Was it the mistake to go 4-5-1? Obviously not. We got all 3 points for a change, and we did look a lot more solid today than we have done previously defending a lead. Bradshaw looked hungry, running about a lot. Didn't get much on the ball. We tried an attempted shot, but overall, what an absolutely cracking performance from all of the players. Really proud of them today. Thank you for watching the second of the match write-up. 3 points. Zach's asleep. He's absolutely knackered. He's not been feeling very well, but he's done well to watch that, even though he missed the one. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Come on, you Lions.